what's up, you wonderful card fighters? Natural Dragnet back with another Cardfight Vanguard deck profile for you guys. Today we got timeleap Premium. So in G-Era, timeleap was my favorite deck of all time, and finally, as the new balance just dropped, we got Allbata back at 4, we got Tock back at 4, and also herteround back at 4. So I don't know when this balance will be applied in English, but hopefully that will happen soon. But so far, I have finally made a timeleap deck which actually is really good. So it also runs the chronojet engine, quite contrary to other decks that people have been playing with timeleap lately. So let's get started to the profile. At the end of the video, I'll also be doing combos you can do. So let's get started. First up, with the Great Zeros, we got 4 copies of Allbata. Now, this is the best 10 trigger Chronicle has, and it may be just be a 5k trigger, but it's a really solid card. So the skill goes like, when it's bound from rear guard, you draw 2 cards, take a card from your hand and shuffle it into your deck and put Allbata back at the bottom. So the thing you're doing is, you're drawing 2 cards. Then you're shuffling the useless stuff out of your deck, so like returning some triggers for drawing them later. And thirdly, you're putting that card back into your deck, which also stands trigger that you can use later on, like you can draw it in a drive check. Plus, it can be used again and again and again. So that's a really solid card. Definite 4 off. Next up, we got 4 copies of our V-Series heal. I initially ran Therapy Hamster, but then I took it out for this heal, because the reason was that I wasn't actually utilizing the skill that much. It wasn't that helpful, and the minus 5k you were getting on the power boost was actually hurting against some decks. So especially some Excel deck. So then I swapped it for the V-Series heal, and yeah, it's working great. And also we got other counter charge and soul charge card in the deck, so we don't need him that much. Next up, we got 4 V-Series crit, obviously a 10k crit, why not? Then 4 copies of our draw PGs, cause it's a grade 0. It's a grade 0 PG. It's a draw trigger. It can go through some of those grade 1 or higher card restriction, and also a 10k trigger. Why not run it all? Then we got 4 copies of our one of our MVPs, Tock worker. Tock just got unrestricted, so we are running it back at 4. Its skill goes like, when your rear guard attacks, you may put Tock into a soul, timeleap the rear guard. So you can get some extra attack with that. Also, your soul charges. And running it at 4, it doesn't mean you get. It's like when it was restricted, it was only bound to the combo. So you are gonna save that Tock for the combo. But now you can just spam it. You can just use it in a smaller place. Also, you'll be running it as the starter. Coming to grade 1s, we got 4 copies of Melon. Melon, our MVP. She is one of the best grade 1s that Chronicle has. Now the problem is for the Melon is like a lot of decks are running 13k or 12k grade 3s, which Melon cannot hit by her own. She needs the boots, and boosting Melon is like going as in a combo, because Melon will be attacking again and again and again, maybe 7 to 8 times. But here, running it, she'll be attacking 11k. So against the deck that has a 11k grade 3 Vanguard, she's really good. But when it comes to 12k or 13k, you need to boost her or put her in a 4 circle, which we'll be getting into later. Next up, 4 copies of our Transit Dragon. Obviously a 4 of skill. When boost, if you have a grade 4 or greater, if it's greater or not, I'm not sure. Chronojet Vanguard, you put it into a soul, draw 1. So yeah, free draws, why not? And free soul charge too. Next up, 3 copies of Hegel. Now this card, our main counter charge and soul charge engine. When placed, use soul charge 1 and soul blast 1. Put this into a bottom. Choose a card from your drop zone, put it into a bottom, and also counter charge 1. A really nice resource building card. You'll be returning your cards from your drop zone into your deck. Also, Hegel will be recycled, and then you counter charge, soul charge, and there's no restriction about how many cards you need to have face down your in your damage zone, like a lot of other counter charging cards. So definitely 3 off. Maybe I would run it at a 4 off, but we don't have enough space in the deck, and also we can fetch it with our timeleaps and other cards. So next up, for our grade 2s, we got 4 copies of Gun Puzzle Dragon. That's one of the new V-Series grade 2s, and it's quite underrated, to be honest. The skill goes like counter +1. When it attacks, this unit get plus 5,000 for every grade of your Vanguard, and after the attack, you bind it. So basically, if you have a grade 4 Vanguard, like you Stride, or you have a grade 4 Vanguard as the new Idealist or Mystery Flare, it gets plus 20k. So it's a 29k beater, and if you put boosts on it, so it's an even bigger beater. And I'll get to the combos later. So it's overall a really good card in the deck. As you know, it'll be hitting the 13k, 12k grade 3s, and it's overall a solid card. Next up, we got 3 copies of History Maker. It was initially at 4, but then I removed it for another card that will be 1 copy of another card that I'll be getting later. The thing is, History Maker is just a 9k. It won't be attacking as a whole again. So you need the boost, and also you can fetch it easily, like with TikTok by timeleaping Melon. As I said, I'll get into the combos later. So overall, three shall do. And next we got 2 copies of Steam Maiden Marina. I'm not sure if that's how her name is pronounced or something. Now the only reason I run her is she gets plus 4 when she's placed. So she's a 13k attacker. So she'll be hitting those 13k grade 3s. If I'm not sure if you're gonna got other cards who just have who has a free 13k grade 2s. If they do, you can run them, but I just had her 2 copies of her lying around, so I just added hers, and so she works, and she works great. Next up, for the grade 3s, we got 4 copies of chronojet Dragon G. We're not running Z. This guy, if you can see it. Yeah, we're not running Z. Also, the artwork and the skill is good, but we're not running a ZTV deck, so you can't really run Z. Now, G skill goes like, it got a first continuous skill, you get plus 5k for every 2 cards in my face up in my G zone. So, without trying, it can hit some numbers. And the other skill is when a ZTB or a Gear Dragon is stored upon this guy, you call a card from your hand. So if your field is empty, you can still call, and then you time leap it. So it can fetch you some pieces. Also, so it's a really good card, obviously. Plus the chronojet archetype name. Next up, we got 3 copies of Esker Dragon, which is our V series grade 3. And I'm not running Lost Legend because you don't need to strike those grade 4s. And Esker has a skill that you can actually use in the deck. Also, if you happen to have enough turns somehow, or against Azo you don't actually have them, but against some other deck you do actually get enough turns, you can first ride into Esker, then get into chronojet to get a force marker, which you can place on a rear guard, and then get Melon on that. And also, its skill goes, when it attacks, you counter plus 1, bind one of your rear guard, choose one of your opponent's rear guard with a grade less than that unit, and you put that into your bottom of your deck, your opponent's deck. Now the thing is, the only thing I hate about this is it says less than that. So the thing is, and also you draws one if you put it into your opponent's bottom deck. Now if it didn't say less than that, and it's just a less than or equal to, then you would have actually bound Allbata drawing 2. But right now you can only bind 1 and then you draw 1. That again is kinda good, but it's the only V series grade 3 that we can run, and yeah, you can do some plays with it. Now, getting to one card that I added just to remove that History Maker is our grade 4 Idealist Dragon. Why Idealist and not Mystery Freeze? I don't know. Idealist is cheaper. You can run Mystery Freeze Flare if you want to. I just keep saying it, Mystery Flare. Sorry. Now, the only reason I run Idealist is, remember back in the days when you were doing a timeleap combo or something, you would timeleap a grade 0 into a grade 1. Then you would timeleap that grade 1 into a grade 2. And then you would timeleap it into a grade 3, and that's where it ended. Like, you cannot do any further attack by timeleaping that grade 3. Here, running one Idealist means that you can timeleap that grade 3 into a grade 4, meaning you will be hitting with that grade 4 too, plus an extra attack. Why 1? Because you wouldn't need more than 1. Also, you can recycle it. The only downfall will be like if it gets into a damage, then you'll have to hope for a heal trigger. But overall, if it goes to your hand or in the drop zone, you can recycle it, and you'll only need 1 copy of it. So yeah, if you want to run more, I would suggest remove that Marina and add 1 more. Next up, we got our grade 4 Strides. We got 2 copies of Gear Groovy, because you have to copy some of those skills, and the animators don't like to animate this card for some reason in the anime. Overall, really good card. You choose second skill is you Soul Blast 1, then you choose one of your face down card from a G-Zone, turn it face up, give this unit a plus 5k. That means you if there's a face down card in a G-Zone, you turn it face. So then the second skill is you flip one Gear Groovy, you choose two Gear Dragons in your face up in your G-Zone, copy their auto abilities, and then Gear Groovy get those abilities. So yeah, it's a solid card. Next up, we got 3 copies of Next Stage. Obviously, we cannot run Gear Next, which is the better version of this card actually, but because it needs ZTP and we are not running any ZTPs besides chronojet and transit, but still Next Stage works. It gives you plus 5, it gives you 5 drives and also 2 attacks, 2 Vanguard attacks. And the thing is, when next stage falls back into chronojet gains power from the face up card in your G-Zone, so it can still hit, but and you have to discard 3 cards. The skill goes like, when next stage at the end of battle, next stage attacks, you counter plus 1, discard 3 cards, you put next stage back and you flip 1, put next stage back in the G-Zone, and your Vanguard stands again. So that's a very solid card. Next up, 2 copies of Dragnet Clock Dragon, one of my favorite gear dragon, cause it sounds like Ragnarok. I love Norse mythology. And the second thing is, it got a really solid skill. When it attacks you, counter plus 1, flip a Ragnarok face up, it gets plus 1 critical, and also your opponent cannot guard with grade zeros. So that means you're restricting those drop PGs. So it's a really solid card. This is one of your other go-to target by Gear Groovy's effect, so you can target 1 Ragnarok and 1 Next Stage by Gear Groovy's effect. Next up, we got 2 copies of Warp Drive Dragon. The skill goes like act, counter blast 1, soul blast 1, you flip 1 warp drive, you timely one of your units and equal to a number of the face of warp drive dragons, and then you choose one of your opponent unit equal with grade equal to a number of units you timely, and you put it into the bottom of the deck. Again, solid field description, getting those combo pieces. It's a really good first try, to be honest. Next up, we got 1 copy of Metallica Phoenix. Actually, 2 copies of Metallica Phoenix, sorry. So, solid card, your combo piece in the LE4 combo, if you remember in back of the days. Her skill goes, when she attacks, you flip 1, time leap 1. If you have, but she requires a chronojet hard, so yeah, it's a really solid card. Next up, you got 1 copy of Beyond Order Dragon. Now, this card is a GB8. You don't actually wanna strike into it, but it's just a finisher. If everything goes to hell, you can get into it. It's just there for the sake of being there. You never actually get into it, but yeah, why not run it? And right now, with the new guarding ruling, it's actually better than it does. So, and you cannot run Heritage because you're not running any ZTB strides. I tried running ZTB stride, but they won't actually go well with the deck. So yeah, if you want an extra run, go into Beyond Order. Not that great again, but still something better than nothing. For G-Guard, we got 2 herteround skill, Manipulation Guard. If you have a chronojet, you choose one of your opponent's rear guard and you return it into a deck, shuffle their deck, and also brings it back into call a top card for the deck into rear guard. It's practically like Denial Griffin, but Denial Griffin is a straight up retiring. It still gives your opponent 1 more attack, but it doesn't actually matter because they can just get maybe a heal trigger or something that, or maybe a PG that they'll go to you waste and they can't actually hit your Vanguard with it. So overall, really solid. Next up, we got 2 copies of Uluru, retroactive time Maiden Uluru. Her skill goes like, when she's placed on Guardian Circle, you choose a trigger unit and a normal unit, put them into bottom of their deck, and she gets plus 5k. So she'll it's majorly for your, shuffling those units back, putting those units back into bottom, not shuffling. You won't be shuffling them. So that's it. That's the deck for you, and let's get into the combos. So getting started with the combos, the first combo we have is assuming that your opponent's Vanguard is in 11k. So let's get started. You're gonna stride into your Phoenix and this is the initial setup you got. So let's start. Now this combo is not that consistent, but still pretty fun. So what you're gonna do is attack with the Melon. You activate Melon's effect and also simultaneously activate Tock's effect. Send Tock to the soul. Get that Avatar and also get a history maker. Next up, you're gonna attack with this Melon and you're gonna boost with Tock. Then you're gonna activate Melon's effect. You're gonna time leap her. Put that Tock into the soul. Get that history maker and another Avatar. Next, you're gonna attack with history maker. First, you're gonna attack with this history maker. Then you're gonna time leap Avatar. Get your Melon. You're gonna attack with the Melon. Get your Avatar. Attack with history maker with the boost from Tock. Time leap Avatar. Get Melon. Sorry. Next, attack with Melon. Get Avatar. And also an history maker. Attack with history maker. Time leap Avatar. Get Melon. Attack with Melon. Get Avatar. Attack with the Vanguard Phoenix. Activate skill. Get Melon. And attack again. So that's about the number of attacks will be shown right up there and somewhere, and also the number of cards you have drawn. So yeah, that's pretty good. Getting to the next combo. Now the second combo. Let's get started. First up, you swing with your Melon. Get Avatar. Swing with history maker. Time leap Avatar. Get Melon. Activate this guy's effect. Time leap. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Get a grade 3. Swing with your Melon. Get Avatar. Activate its effect. Activate this guy's effect. Get history maker. Swing with the grade 3. I'm just gonna keep it right there. And then swing with, sorry, my bad. History maker. Activate effect history maker. Get Melon. Activate effect. Send to soul. Time leap into grade 3. Melon. Avatar. Grade 3. Activate effect. Bind Avatar. Vanguard. Bind grade 3. Get your grade 4 and another. Third combo. Similar setup as the last one. Let's get started. Melon. Get your Avatar. History maker. Give boost. Activate history maker's effect. Where is that Melon? Yeah. Melon. Next. Melon. To soul. To bind. History maker. Attack. Activate effect. Melon. Activate effect. Also get that history maker. Attack. Activate effect. Get Melon. Attack. To soul. History maker. Attack. Melon. Attack. Vanguard. and another Melon. So third combo. This one, if your opponent's Vanguard, is 13k. Phoenix on your Vanguard. Next up, let's get started. Melon with a boost. So it's hitting. Activate effect. Get an Allbata. Also send this to the soul. And get your gun bezel. Now gun bezel can attack, and gun bezel attack with 29, so again hitting. Next, other Melon. Effect. Gun bezel and an Allbata. Attack with gun bezel. After the attack, you timeleap gun bezel into grade 3. Attack with grade 3. Activate effect. Draw 1. Attack with Vanguard. Now you got two options. Either you timeleap your grade 3 into your grade 4, or you timeleap your... Oh, actually your gun bezel will be already gone, so you can't actually timeleap that gun bezel. So yeah, you'll be timeleaping your grade 3 into your grade 4. You attack with that grade 4. So in this attack, in this combo, all the attacks are above your 13k line, so it will be hitting those stronger Vanguards. Other plays you can do is get your next stage or gear groovy or warp drive. You can get gear groovy, then you can activate effect and copy the effect of Dragnet clock in next stage. Also swing huge numbers with gun bezel. There are other more consistent smaller plays you can do. Overall, I don't think I need to explain them to you, because yeah, if you're playing Gear Chronicle, you would actually have a better understanding of the games, because the amount of combos or the shenanigans you have to do, have to think on spot in certain conditions. If you try to copy the combos, you would actually lose, because like some combos are meant to be in a certain condition in Gear Chronicle. So if for the G era, this timeleap combo can be copied like exactly the same, but here you have to think like outside the box and do some other shenanigans by yourself. So like this, you can get to, where are those? Yep. You can get your TikToks and start attacking. You start attack also with a boost and send TikTok to the soul, get a grade 3. Where is that grade 3? Yeah. Then you get this attack with TikTok boost, get TikTok to the soul, get a grade 3. Attack with grade 3. Attack with grade 3. Bind, draw and do other stuff. Do soul, get a grade 4. And let's say if your Vanguard is a next stage or something, you attack with next stage, does next stage's effect, get this guy, finish off with this guy. So overall, there's some plays you can do with it. It's up to you, like how you play the deck. And yeah, hope you like the video, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to see more deck profiles, it's like premium, I'll be making those. And also tell me if this new style of video, like instead of making a voiceover on and editing over all the cards after it, is better, or this new face cam video is better. Yeah, hope to see you next time. Also, I'll be doing a new Batama Dominate premium deck profile, maybe coming next week or so. Just stay tuned for that. And yeah, now I'll give you the full list.